Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, good. So I have one question. Why you are people not submitting your assignment 1B? Is there any difficulty? Is there any problem? Why you're not submitting your assignment 1B on Canvas?
Sir, mail na?
Yes, yes.
ઈ કર્યો sir.
No, you have to submit a PDF file. Okay, let me just show you one thing. Uh, Suppose this is your mail. Okay, let me see. Suppose this is your mail. So you have to print out your mail. Okay, here. Click on the print button and it will generate a PDF file. See, so you have to submit this PDF file on Canvas. Are you getting?
સર કોણે કોણે નથી કર્યું ખાલી દેખાડજો કેમ કે અમાર મેથ્સ માં છે ને એકવાર એવું થયું છે અમે સબમિટ કર્યું હતું અને સર ને નહોતું
ગ્રુપમાં
મળ્યું.
એવું બતાડે છે કે યુ આર સબમિટેડ એટલે એક જણો કરી દે ને તો એવું થઈ ગયું.
ના એકચ્યુઅલી છે ને કોઈનું હજી સબમિટ જ નથી થયું. ઓલમોસ્ટ બધાનું બાકી છે.
સર મેં સબમિટ કરી નાખી હતી પીડીએફ ફાઇલ.
સર મેં તો સબમિટ કરી નાખી હતી પીડીએફ ફાઇલ સર.
Wait, let me see. ઓકે ફાઇન. એકચ્યુઅલી છે ને અમુક લોકોની મળી ગઈ છે, અમુક લોકોની હજી નથી આવેલી. તમારી એ બેચ છે, રાઈટ?
યસ સર એ બેચ.
તમને રોલ નંબર કહું તો તમારો રોલ નંબર હોય તો મને કહેજો. એ લોકોની સબમિટ નથી થઈ. હોલ્ડ ઓન.
સર કઈક બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ નોઈઝ આવે છે.
Okay, 1 second. ઓકે, હું રોલ નંબર કહીશ. ઓકે, એમાંથી જો તમારો રોલ નંબર હોય તો મને કહેજો. રોલ નંબર 3, 4, 5, then 10, 11, then 16, 17, 18, 20, 44, 45, 46, 50, 41, then 6. આટલા લોકોએ સબમિટ જે છે એ નથી કરાવેલું.
સર 16 મારો આવ્યો મેં તો તમને પર્સનલમાં સેન્ડ કરી દીધું હતું ને.
બેટા પર્સનલમાં સેન્ડ નથી કરવાનું આપણે. કેનવાસમાં તમે એડ છો? હેલો,
હા
આર યુ ઓન કેનવાસ? તમે કેનવાસની અંદર એડ છો?
હા સર.
વિવેક, રાઈટ? વિવેક.
હા 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 હા.
યસ વિવેક, તમારું સબમિટ જે છે એ નથી થયું, બરોબર? કદાચ ઇન્ટરનેટ કનેક્શનના લીધે કદાચ સબમિટ નહીં થયું હોય તો એકવાર ચેક કરી લેજો.
તો સર આજના દિવસમાં મોકલી દેશી તો ચાલશે?
આજના દિવસમાં પોસિબલ નહીં થાય, બટ યસ હું છે ને તમારી જે વાઈવા તો નહીં પણ તમારી જે ક્વિઝ જે છે એનું ટાઈમિંગ જે છે એક્સટેન્ડ કરી દઈશ. આજ રાત્રે છે ને હું તમને 9-10 વાગ્યા સુધીનો કરી દઈશ. ત્યાં સુધીમાં સબમિટ કરી દેજો, ઠીક છે? અને બી બેચમાં
Yes,
જે
sir.
લોકોને બાકી હોય, તમારા કોઈ ફ્રેન્ડ હોય તો એને મેસેજ પાસ કરી દેજો એક નાનકડો, બરોબર? Okay, so previously we have seen, okay, let me just show you the thing. Okay, so previously we have seen what do you mean by the web access, then how to communicate with one computer to another computer. Then we have seen what do you mean by web client, then web server. Then we have seen the client server architecture, or you can say client server model. Okay, then we have seen web server, then HTML, then how HTML works using the different tags. Okay, then we have seen DNA, that means domain name addressing, or you can say domain name addressing. Okay, how you will name your IP address, or you converted your IP address into particular your name. Then we have seen different DNS section, then addressing schema. Okay, when you are writing any URL, then first of all it will show you the protocol name, then domain name, then path name, and last one is our file name. Okay, and then we have seen the elements of web browser. Okay, and then we have done one practical, how to use email. Okay, so I have one question. Some of the students are writing the mail in capital letters. So is there any particular format why you are using only capital letter? Many of students written your mail in capital letters. Why?
સર મારે નેટવર્ક પ્રોબ્લેમ છે એટલે જો હું ડિસ્કનેક્ટ થઈ જાઉં તો મને અંદર લઈ લેજો મીટિંગમાં.
Okay, but I have one question here. Why you people are writing your mail in capital letters? Okay, so Rahil. So Rahil is written birthday party invitation. Rahil, okay, Rahil is in our batch or not?
No, sir.
ના
No,
સર
sir.
એ બી
Rice
B
in,
batch માં
in B batch, or roll number 20.
Okay, so there is another one is Om, then Harsh, then Moiz, then Mohil. Okay, any of the students are present in our lecture?
હર્ષ
Sir, Harsh only present, or else
Okay,
of that
Harsh.
they are all in B.
Harsh, why you are writing the subject in capital letters? Is there anything format you have seen or study? Anything you would like to share? Hello, Harsh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
So I think Harsh is left the meeting.
सर मैं भी लेफ्ट हो गया था, वो नेटवर्क इश्यू था ना इसलिए सर.
ના ના દોનો હે બે હર્ષ અહીંયા જ છે.
અરે હું જીત.
Okay, so let me just tell you one thing. If you are trying to write your email in capital letters, okay, there are maximum chances to spam your email. Okay, so you can see in your spam box there are a lot of emails which are written in your capital letters. So keep in mind, whenever you are writing any email, do not write in capital letters. Okay, તમે આખું સેન્ટેન્સ જે લખો છો તો એ આખું સેન્ટેન્સ તમારે કેપિટલ ની અંદર લખવાનું નહીં. યસ, you can write your first letter in capitals, and then you have to write it down on small alphabet. Okay, so just keep in mind, whenever you are writing any email or any request email or permission or leave email, do not write in capital letters. Okay, yes, so then we have seen the IP address. Okay, what do you mean by IP address? Then we have seen different type of IP address. There are two versions of IP address. One is IPv4 and second one is our IPv6. IPv4 is the oldest version and IPv6 is the latest version of internet protocol. Okay, so today we will see how TCP IP work. So can anyone tell me what do you mean by TCP IP? Anyone? What do you mean by TCP IP? So there are two things. One is TCP/IP protocol, and another one is TCP/IP model. Both are different things. Okay, so here I'm asking about what do you mean by TCP/IP protocol? Okay, anyone know the full form of TCP/IP?
Sir, I know full form of IP, but I forgot the full form of TCP.
Okay,
एक्सक्यूज मी
so
सर,
yes,
टीसीपी का फुल फॉर्म है ट्रांसमिशन कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल.
correct, Dev. Correct. Okay. So TCP/IP means transmission control protocol. Okay. So TCP use the client server model of the communication in which user or machine, you can say client, is provided a services like sending web page by another computer as an server. So we have already seen or discussed about how client and server architecture work. Okay. So collectively, the TCP/IP suites of protocol is classified as an stateless, which means each client request is considered a new because it is the unrelated to the previous request. Okay, so we have also seen what do you mean by stateless and state oriented or state on. Okay, we have already discussed in previous lecture what do you mean by stateless and state oriented. So being stateless free up networks path so they can be used continuously. So because of this stateless, TCP/IP is the only protocol where it can continuously work on any path or any network. Okay. The transport layer itself, however, it is a stateful. So here is another word, transport layer. So can anyone tell me what do you mean by transport layer?
So like limited time communication.
No. Okay, anyone, have you ever heard about TCP/IP model or OSI model? Okay, let me just give you some hint. OSI means Open System Interconnected Reference Model. Have you ever heard about this word? Open System
sir.
Interconnection Reference Model.
No, sir.
Okay, so before we going to TCP/IP, let me show you one thing. Okay, so here is the thing. Okay, let me just, yes. So here is the thing. OSI model. Okay, this is the OSI model and this is our TCP/IP model. And these are the different type of protocol which is available in the both model. Okay, so let me just give you some brief description about the OSI model. OSI is
Sir,
an open.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
Yes,
સર
yes.
એકવાર પાછું કહેશો, સ્ક્રીનમાં વાંધો આવ્યો હતો.
Okay, I'm just starting of the particular topic OSI model. Okay, so don't worry. Yes, so I'm talking about the OSI. Okay, OSI basic reference model. So if you wish to write it down, the full form of OSI is Open System Interconnection Reference Model. Okay, short form is OSI. It is a model for open networking system that was developed by ISO. So have you ever heard about the name ISO? It is a very famous organization.
સર ઓપન સિસ્ટમ કેવું કીધું?
ISO.
હા
That
સર
particular,
OSI નો ફૂલ ફોર્મ.
no, I'm asking about ISO. Have you ever heard about this word ISO? Okay, many times we have heard about this, that my product is ISO. ISO. Have you heard about this word ISO?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what do you
ISO
mean by
means
ISO?
government certified that product.
Yes, correct.
That it is.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. So do you know what is the full form of ISO? Do you know? Anyone?
So Indian standards and O stands for something that I forgot.
I is not stand for Indian. I stand for international. O is
Okay,
stand
okay.
for organization. For and S stand for standardization. Okay, so ISO means International Organization for Standardization. Okay, so our OSI model was developed by ISO. Okay, this model is also called as an ISO OSI reference model because it deals with connecting open system, that is system that are open for communication with other system. Okay, so is there any problem? Okay. Yes, so I was talking about the OSI model. Okay, so OSI model is not a protocol. So some of the students are confusing model and protocol. So yes, OSI.
Okay.
Okay, Harsh, can you mute yourself, Harsh?
ત્યાંથી cancel કરી દે છે ઈ લોકો.
Yes. So I was talking about the OSI model. Yes, so OSI model is not a protocol. It is a model for understanding and designing a network architecture that is flexible, robust, and interoperable. Okay, so some of the students are confusing that OSI is protocol or not. Okay, so OSI model is not a protocol, it is a model. Yes, so the OSI reference model has a 7 layer. You can see there are 7 different type of layer. So first is our physical layer, then data link layer, then network layer, then transport layer, then session layer, presentation, and last one is our application layer. Okay, so here is a thing that first 3 layer, which is physical, data link, and network layer. Okay, these layers are network support layer. Okay, so if someone asks you which layers are network support layer, so these 3 layers are network support layer. Okay, physical, data link, and network layer. And our next layer is session, presentation, and application. These green ones are user support layer. Okay, and our transport layer, that middle layer, is link the network support layer and user support layer. So the transport layer is the layer which connect that network support layer and user support layer. Are you getting my point? Okay, so
No
let's start.
સમજાણું સર.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay. Yes,
Sir.
yes. Yes.
means data link, physical, and network are one layer, and application, presentation, and sessions are the other layer.
Okay, let me just tell you in simple language. These 3 layer, physical, data, and network layers are network support layers. So if you wish to find out any difficulty in your network, okay, so these 3 layers are particularly available, or you can say responsible for your network connectivity or network support layer. These 3 are network support layer, that physical, data, and network layers are network support layer, and these 3 layers, okay, session, presentation, and application, are user support layer, and our transport layer is the only layer which connect this 2 particular support layer. Okay, you have to keep in mind only simple things, that this transport layer is the only layer which link these 2 layer. Which 2 layer? Network layer, network support layer, and user support layer. Okay, So let me just tell you one brief about this particular area. Okay, so first one is our physical layer. Physical layer is the bottom layer of the OSI model. Okay, this is the concern with transmitting raw bits over a physical medium. Okay, have you ever heard about modem, router, switch? Have you ever heard about this word?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ઓકે સો
Yes.
જનરલી તમારા રાઉટર જે હોય છે એની અંદર જે બી તમારા શું કહેવાય જે બી તમારા બીટ હોય છે, બીટ તો ન કહેવાય પણ યસ સિગ્નલ હોય છે. જનરલી એ સિગ્નલ કઈ રીતે તમને ડિસ્પ્લે થાય છે તો કે એઝ અ બીટ. ઓકે, that signals show you in a bit. So it is a concern with transmitting that particular raw bits over a physical medium. Physical medium means you can say router, switch, hub. Okay, these are the physical medium. So physical layer defines the physical structure of your network. Okay, it defines mechanical and electrical specification for using a medium. Okay, that medium is, you can take any of the medium. And another thing, it defines bit transmission, encoding and timing, on which time you have to transmit that particular amount of bit in your particular physical medium. Now are you getting my point? What do you mean by physical layer, or what physical layer do?
Sir, can you repeat the last statement that you said?
Okay, so physical layer define bit transmission. Bit transmission means, suppose if you have any modem or router, so that particular router, how many bits they have to transmit, okay, or submit or receiving or encoding. Okay, apart from this also it include the timing. You getting my point?
Yes,
Should
sir.
I
Got it,
move to
sir.
the next layer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so our next layer is data link. Okay, data link layer specified raw data bits are grouped into a frame and specific frame format. Okay, so let me just give you drawing. Suppose there is a bit. Okay, 1 0 1 0 1 0. So these are your bits. So in physical layer, these bits are individual. When you are transferring your bit into data link layer, that data link layer specifies raw data bits are grouped into a frame. That means your bits are considered as a single frame. Okay, so it will show you like this, 0 1 0 1, like this. Okay, yes, another thing, data link layer is also responsible for error correction, flow control, hardware addressing, and how device such as an hub, bridge, switches, router, modem are operate at layer 2. Okay, yes, so any doubt in data link layer?
Corrects data error and આગળ.
Yes, it corrects the error correction. That means if you have any error in your frame, it will correct it automatically. Okay, in data link layer. So it is, yes, it is responsible for error correction, flow control, hardware addressing. Hardware means you can consider as an hub, bridge, modem, router, switches. Okay, these are the hardware addressing controls. Yes, it is establishing the maintains the data link for the network layer above. That means whenever your data transfer into your upper layer is a network layer. Okay, so it maintains the frame. So data link layer is also help to maintain your frame. Okay, should I move to the next layer?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
So yes,
sir, can you refresh the last statement, sir. That's the frame.
Yes, last one is yeah, data link layer is established and maintain the data link for the network layer above it. That means એના ઉપરનો જે બી અહીંયા લેયર હશે ઈ લેયર માટે ઈ પર્ટિક્યુલર એનો ડેટા જે હશે એની ફ્રેમ જે હશે એને ઈ મેન્ટેન કરવાનું કામ કરશે ડેટા લિંક લેયર. બરાબર?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so next one is our network layer. Okay, so next one is our network layer. The network layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of the packet, possibly across the multiple networks. Okay, so here your frames are converted into your packets. Okay, so what is network layer do? It is responsible for the source to destination delivery. Okay, so network layer જે છે તમારા સોર્સ થી ડેસ્ટિનેશન સુધી તમારા પેકેટ જે છે આપણે ઇન શોર્ટ તમને એક રિયલ ટાઈમ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું તો તમે કોઈ બી વસ્તુ પરચેસ કરો છો બરોબર ઈ પરચેસ કરેલી વસ્તુ જે બી સ્ટોર હશે તો ઈ થયો એનો સોર્સ થયો બરોબર ઈ સોર્સ થી લઈ અને તમારા ઘર સુધી પહોંચે છે ઈ થાશે તમારું ડેસ્ટિનેશન. સો આ સોર્સ થી ડેસ્ટિનેશન સુધીની ડિલિવરી જે બી કરે છે તે ડિલિવરી કરવાનું કામ કોણ કરશે આપણે નેટવર્ક લેયર. બરોબર નેટવર્ક લેયર ની અંદર જનરલી IPv4 IPv6 આ ટાઈપના પ્રોટોકોલ જે છે ઈ ઇન્ક્લુડેડ હશે. ઓકે
સર સ્ટેટમેન્ટ છે ધીરે બોલો ને કેમ કે લખી છે ને તો.
બટ તમને આની લિંક હું ઓલરેડી શેર કરી દઈશ તમારે લખવાની અત્યારે જરૂર નથી બેટા થોડુંક
એટલે
કોન્સન્ટ્રેટ કરશો.
યાદ રહીએ ને એટલે.
ના ના પણ હું તમને છે ને આપણું ચેપ્ટર જે ફિનિશ થશે ઓકે એટ ધ એન્ડ ઓફ ધ ચેપ્ટર આઈ વિલ સેન્ડ યુ ઓલ ધી મટીરિયલ્સ PPT whatever you want. Okay, so you don't have to write it down now. Yes, so we have discussed about the network layer. The network layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of the packet, possibly across the multiple networks. Okay. The next one is our transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of the entire message. Okay, so here our packets are converted into segments. Okay, let me just draw you one thing. Okay, so there are some beat like 0 1 0 1 1 0 0. These beats are converted into particular frame, that is 1 0 0 1 0. Okay, there are different type, there are a lot of frames. Then these frames are converted into particular packets. Okay, and these packets are divided into segment. Okay, and these segments are converted into your data. Okay, so this is the basic work of our OSI model. So here transport layer is responsible for source to destination delivery of our entire message. Okay, it can implement the procedure to ensure that the reliability delivery of the message to their destination device means that if error occur, they are detected automatically. Okay. Yes, so our next layer is session layer. So it describes how connection can be established or maintained or terminate. Okay, so here session will describe how our connection are established, or we can say create, how you will manage or maintain your connection, or how you will terminate or end your connection. Okay. It is also responsible for synchronizing data exchange between the computer. So whenever your segments are transferred it to the data, our session layer will maintain the sequence, or we can say synchronize our segments whenever we are converting into the data. Okay. Okay, so is there any doubt in session layer?
Oh, sir.
Okay. So our
Sir,
next, yes.
any reason that packets are converted into segment?
Any reason?
That packets are converted into segment.
Then you will not get your data if you are not converted your packet into segment.
સપા આપણે ગમે તે નેટવર્ક એટલે ગમે
Okay,
તે
okay.
ગેમ હોય.
Let me just give you one real time example. Suppose હું તમને એમ કહું કે તમારે જમવું છે, બરોબર? તો હું તમને એમ કહું કે તમારે સબ્જી જે છે તમારે ખાવાની છે. હું તમને કહું કે તમે સબ્જી શું કામ બનાવો છો? હું તમને એમ કહી શકું ને કે તમે ડાયરેક્ટલી સીધો મરચું જે છે એની ચમચી ખાઈ લો, સોલ્ટ જે છે એને ખાઈ લ્યો, વેજીટેબલ ને ખાઈ લ્યો, પેટમાં તો બધું ભેગું જ થવાનું છે, બરોબર? તો એ વસ્તુ તો ન થાય ને. શું કામ? કેમ કે એક ટેસ્ટ તમારે જોઈ. સેમ ઈ જ વસ્તુ ડેટામાં છે તમારો. હું તમને એમ કહું કે હું સપોઝ ઇફ આઈ એમ રાઇટિંગ વન મેસેજ, હાય હેલો હાઉ આર યુ, but what if my sequence are not in a particular manner? What if I am say you have high R? What do you mean by that? Are you getting my point?
Yes,
So it is
sir.
compulsory to packets are converted into particular segment. Which segment? Okay, so there are some limits. Okay, whenever transport layers are sending their messages, they have to manage some particular sequence. Okay, and that particular sequence are rearranged in our session layer with the help of these protocols. Okay. Yes, any other doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Yes, so we are discussing about the session layer, right? Yes, so our next layer is presentation layer. The presentation layer is concerned with the syntax, or we can say format of the data, how your data will display. Okay, or we can say semantic, means each of the section of your bits. Okay, this I'm talking about these bits. Yeah, so another thing is presentation layer structures data that is passed down from the application layer into format suitable for the network transmission. Okay, so suppose તમારું application layer જે છે, okay, તમારું application layer જે છે આની અંદરનો તમારો ડેટા જે છે કેવી રીતના એન્ક્રિપ્ટ અથવા તો કમ્પ્રેસિસ થઈને કેવી રીતના તમને ડિસ્પ્લે થશે તમારો ડેટા. ઓકે, હેવ યુ એવર હર્ડ અબાઉટ ધી કમ્પ્રેશન, ડેટા કમ્પ્રેશન, ડેટા એન્ક્રિપ્શન?
સર કમ્પ્રેશન એટલે તો નાની ફાઇલ સાઇઝ કરવી ઈ ને.
અને સર
કરેક્ટ.
અને સર ડેટા encryption એટલે જે WhatsApp પર જે ડેટા એન્ક્રિપ્ટ થાય ઈ જ ને સર?
યસ, કરેક્ટ. ઓકે,
Adding a layer of security.
correct. Let me just give you one example. Suppose data encryption. What do you mean by encryption? Suppose I'm writing down one message A, B, and C. Suppose if I wish to encrypt that particular message, I will convert that message, or we can say encrypt that message into 1, 2, and 3. So the process of converting your message into particular format is called encryption. Okay, and suppose if I'm sending this message to anyone, 1, 2, 3, and that particular person converted this text into a message which is A, B, C. Okay, so this process is known as an decryption. This process is called encryption, and this process is called decryption. So our presentation layer will do different type of encryption, decryption process, data compression, data decompression, character set conversion. Okay, there are this type of tasks are done in presentation layer.
And sir,
Yes,
what is mean by compression? Sir, compression means
data compress.
to compress something.
Compress the data means you are suppressing the data, or you can say converted their size.
Means,
50 MB ની
type
50
of zip
MB ની
file
file.
or something like that.
Yes, correct. તમે તમારા કોઈ બી પર્ટિક્યુલર ડેટાની સાઇઝને તમે ચેન્જીસ કરો છો તેને તમે ડેટા કમ્પ્રેશન કહી શકો છો. સપોઝ મારી પાસે ભાઈ આ ભાઈ કીધું હતું કે ભાઈ 50 MB ની ફાઇલ છે એને હું 10 MB માં કન્વર્ટ કરી નાખું. That means data compression. Okay, you are extracting the size of the data. That means data compression. Okay, so here presentation layer, it is responsible for data encryption, decryption, data compression, decompression, character set conversion, etc. Okay, and our next layer is application layer. So the application layer enable the user, whether human or software, to access the network. So here our user will comes. Okay, user જે છે એને કેવો ડેટા દેખાશે જો અહીંયા તમે જોઈ શકો છો HTTP બરોબર આ કંઈક ઓળખીતું છે કોઈ કહેશે મને આના વિશે what do you mean by HTTP?
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Yes, correct. Okay, so it provide user interface and support services such as an email, remote file access, transferring data or sharing the database, okay, and other type of distributed information services. So here there are many protocols which are work in application layer like HTTP, then FTP, SMTP, and FS. Okay, HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol, FTP means file transfer protocol, SMTP means simple mail transfer protocol, NFS means network file service, NVT means network virtual termination. Okay, so there are a lot of protocols are work on application layer. Okay, so
સર અમારે અત્યારે ફૂલ ફોર્મ તો યાદ નથી રાખવાના.
ના નથી રાખવાના, but are you getting OSI basic reference model? Is there
Sir,
any
can you
doubt,
repeat
difficulty?
application?
Okay, so application layer is enables the users, whether human or software, to access the networks. That means it support different services like email, then remote file access, or you can transfer your file or share your file, your database. Okay, this type of services are done in our application layer. Okay, now you are getting.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let's start with TCP/IP layer. Okay, yes, so we have seen the OSI model. Now we are seeing TCP/IP model. Okay, so TCP/IP functionality is divided into 4 layers, each of which include specific protocol. So here there is a one difference where OSI model has a 7 layer, but in TCP/IP there are only 4 layers. Okay, TCP/IP means transmission control protocol / internet protocol. Okay, so this model was developed before the OSI model. Okay, so TCP/IP model layer was oldest version of our model layers. Okay, yes, another point, TCP/IP model is made of 4 layers. Okay, application layer, transport layer, network layer, and physical layer. Okay, so let's start with first layer, which is application layer. Yes, so
સર
yes,
પણ સર આ તો સર આપણે એપ્લિકેશન લેયર થી ચાલુ કરીએ તો સર આ તો સર ઊંધું ના થયું.
એટલે આ તો ખાલી તમારા એક નોલેજ માટે છે. યસ, તમે નીચેથી બી સ્ટાર્ટ કરી શકો છો અહીંયાથી, બરાબર. નેટવર્ક ઇન્ટરફેસ, ધેન ઇન્ટરનેટ, પછી ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટ, ધેન એપ્લિકેશન. ઓકે, એટલા માટે મેં તમને છે ને પહેલા આ મોડેલ બતાવ્યું કે તમને ઓએસઆઈ ની જો ખ્યાલ આવે તો એના ઉપરથી તમે TCP/IP જે છે એ કરી શકો, બરાબર. યસ, સો ઓકે, લેટ્સ સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ ફિઝિકલ લેયર. It is also known as a network interface layer or data link layer, consists of protocol that operate only on link the network component that interconnects the node or host. Host means clients, okay, or host in the network. The protocol in the lowest layer include Ethernet for local area networks, or you also known as a LAN, okay, and address resolution protocol. So here physical layer is almost similar as an data link layer, or we can say the function of the physical and data link layers are almost same as in OSI model. Okay, so here is a one thing, here is a mention ARP. So anyone know any idea about the ARP, address resolution protocol? Have you ever heard about this protocol? So let me just give you one brief idea about the ARP. ARP is used to find out the physical address of the node, or you can say client, or your PC, when the internet address or your IP address is known. Okay. Next is our network layer. Network layer is also called the internet layer.
સર
Yes.
આની સર પેલાનો એકવાર ફરીથી રિકોલ કરો તો સર.
Physical layer or ARP? Which one?
ARP સર, ARP.
Okay. Okay. ARP means address resolution protocol. It is used to find your physical address of the node. Okay. So if you wish to find out your physical address of your node or your PC or your client, then you have to use ARP. ARP means address resolution protocol.
So means ARP you used to find the IP address or a MAC address?
MAC address. MAC address.
Okay sir. Okay sir.
Okay, but for that you have your IP address is known. Okay, you have your IP address. Okay, hold
Yes
on.
sir.
so our next layer is a network layer. Okay, so it is also called as an internet layer. It deals with the packets and connects independent network to transport the packet across the network boundary. Okay, so it is also similar to OSI model. Okay, the network layer protocols are the IP and the Internet Control Message Protocol, short form is ICMP, which is used for error reporting. So if your packets are discarded or deleted, or is there any difficulty to sending your packets from source to destination, okay, or is there any error are generated, our ICMP, which is Internet Control Messaging Protocol, are used for error reporting. That means it will send you the message that particular place your messages or your packets are discarded or deleted. Okay, there are a lot of protocols are available in our network layers. For example, ICMP, that means Internet Control Messaging Protocol. Okay, it is used to handle control and error message in IP layer. Next one is our IGMP, that means Internet Group Message Protocol. Okay, then next is our transport layer. Okay, so the transport layer is responsible for the maintaining end-to-end communication across the networks. So can anyone tell me what do you mean by end-to-end communication?
And starting to end, sir.
Sir, user server to user.
We have already discussed end-to-end. End-to-end means source to destination. Okay, we have already seen in OSI model that transport layer is responsible for communication to source to destination. Okay, so TCP handles the communication between host and provides flow control, multiplexing, and reliability. Okay, ignore that. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
where are we? We are discussing about the transport layer, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We just
sir.
started the transport layer, sir.
Yeah, so the transport layer is responsible for maintaining end-to-end communication across the network. End-to-end means source to destination. Okay, so TCP handles the communication between the host and provides flow control, multiplexing, and reliability. So whenever our host means users are communicate across the network, TCP will handle the communication between host to host or host to server. Okay, hold on. Okay, so transport layer, the function of transport layer is there are two things, TCP and UDP. TCP means transmission control protocol. Okay, TCP provide full transport layer services to application, whatever your application are using, TCP will provide full services. Which services? Where user can communicate across the network. Okay, or is there any connection oriented or reliable protocol? The packet in transport layer is called segment. So whenever you are using any packets in our transport layer, is also known as an segment. Okay, that's why we are using here TCP. So the transport protocol include TCP and user datagram protocol, short form is UDP. Here TCP and UDP both protocols are port-to-port communication, or we can say end-to-end communication across the network. So our next layer is application layer. Yes, so the application layer provide applications with standardized data exchange. Its protocols include HTTP, FTP, post office protocol, or we can say POP3, then simple mail transfer protocol, short form is SMTP, and simple network management protocol, short form is SNMP. At the application layer, the payload is actual application data. That means your entire data is actually visible at this particular layer, okay, which is application layer. So there are different 4 type of layer in our TCP IP model. Okay, so in first layer, which is our network interface, is same as an physical layer and data link layer, okay, which include bits and frames. Our next layer is our internet, or we can say network layer, okay, which include our packets. Then next layer is our transport layer, which include a segment, and last one is our application layer, which include our data, and it is also work same as in our OSI model, okay, which include session, presentation, and application layer. So I hope now you are getting what is the difference between OSI basic reference model and TCP IP model. Okay. Yes, so yes, there are some similarities between the TCP IP model and OSI model, which include they both logical model, they define networking standard, they divide the network communication process in layers, and they provide frameworks for creating and implementing the network standards and device. So here you can learn how to convert your networking standard into your device, or we can say your framework into your device. And last one is they enable one manufacturer to make device and network components that can coexist and work with the device and components made by other manufacturer. Okay, so આનું એક તમને એક એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું તો સપોઝ તમે કોઈ એક પીસી જે છે ડેવલપ કરો છો, ઓકે, યુ આર creating or developing, or we can say assemble one CPU. So you can take any component from other manufacturer. Okay, suppose you are collecting RAM from Intel, or we can say Radeon. Okay, then you're collecting your graphic card from Nvidia. Okay, then you are collecting your motherboard from that XYZ manufacturer. So here you can take any component, any device which is made by other manufacturer. Okay, so there are some similarities between the TCP/IP model and OSI model. Yes, so there are some differences between the TCP/IP and OSI model, which include TCP/IP use just one layer, which is our application layer, to define functionalities of upper layers, while OSI model use three layers. Which three layers? Application, presentation, and session layer. Okay, so our first point is TCP use one layer while OSI model use three layers. Second one is our TCP/IP. TCP/IP models use one layer, which is link, to define functionality of the bottom layer, while OSI use two layer. Which two layer? Physical and data link. Okay, let me show you the figure. So here OSI use this two model, which is physical and data link layer, while TCP/IP use only one layer. Okay. The TCP model use the internet layer to define the routing standard and protocol, while OSI use network layer to define routing standard and protocol. Okay, and last one is our TCP/IP header size is a 20 byte, while OSI header is a 5 byte. Okay. Yes, the TCP/IP model is a protocol oriented standard, whereas OSI model is generic model based on functionalities for each layers. So here you can define different functionalities in each and every layers, while TCP/IP model is particularly protocol oriented model. Okay. Next point is TCP/IP follows horizontal approach, while OSI follows vertical approach. Okay, horizontal means like this. You can see in figure, it will use horizontal approach like this. Okay, and TCP/IP is use vertical approach like this. In the TCP/IP suite, protocols were developed first and then model was developed. In OSI, the model was developed first and then protocols in each layers were developed. And the last point is TCP/IP helps establishing connection between the different type of computers, whereas OSI model helps standardize routers, switches, motherboards, and other hardwares. So this is the use of TCP/IP and OSI model. So is there any difficulty to understand what do you mean by OSI model? What do you mean by TCP/IP model? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes, so there are some pros and cons. Okay. So first we will see the advantages of TCP/IP model. First advantage is it helps establishing connection between the different type of computer. Second one is our works independently of the operating system. So here TCP/IP is not depending upon your operating system. Okay, whether you are using Windows, Linux, iOS, doesn't matter. Yes, next is it support many routing protocols, has client server architecture that is highly scalable. So you will know that which one is our client and which one is our server. Okay. Can be operated independently. That means it is not depending upon your operating system. Second last one is our support several routing protocols and is lightweighted and doesn't place unnecessary strain on a network or computer. Okay, so TCP/IP support many routing protocols. It is also lightweighted and it doesn't place or create any strain in your network, or we can say lagging in your network or your computer. So these are the advantages of TCP/IP. Yes, the disadvantages of TCP/IP include, first one is our complicated to set up and manage. So if anyone who is non-technical person are not understand how to set up TCP/IP or are not able to manage TCP/IP model. Okay. Next one is our transport layer doesn't guarantee delivery of packets. So in TCP/IP, transport layer is not reliable. Okay, or you can say it does not get or give any guarantee that deliver your packet from source to destination. Next one is our not easy to replace protocol in TCP/IP protocol. So if you wish to replace any
Sir.
protocol, yes.
Sir, in the transport layer in TCP/IP, but means we in a set of packets, we sir don't get some packet or all packets.
Some packet. There are some packets are missing.
ગેમમાં નો કે 2% પેકેટ લોસ ને ઈ ને સર.
Yes, you can consider it. તમારી ઘણીવાર ફાઇલ જે છે બરોબર એમાંથી ઉડી જાતી હોય છે, તમે ગેમ ઘણીવાર ઇન્સ્ટોલ કરતા હોય છો અને તમારું એન્ટીવાયરસ જે છે ઘણીવાર ઈ ફાઇલને શું કરી દે છે, રિમૂવ કરી દે છે. બસ એને એક્ઝામ્પલ તરીકે તમે કન્સિડર કરી શકો. બટ હિયર વી આર ટેકિંગ in terms of our TCP/IP model. Okay, here we are consider data. Yeah, so second last one is our doesn't clearly separate the concept of services, interface and protocol, so not good for describing new technologies in new network. So તમે સપોઝ કોઈ નવા નેટવર્કની અંદર કામ કરતા હોય અથવા તો નવી ટેકનોલોજીની અંદર કામ કરતા હોય તો એની અંદર TCP/IP જે છે એ તમને ક્લિયર કોન્સેપ્ટ તમારી સર્વિસીસ જે છે ઓકે it is not providing any clear concept or services in TCP/IP whenever you are using any new technology or new network or new concept. And last one is our specially vulnerable to sync. Sync means synchronization attack, which is type of denial of service attack in which a bad actors use TCP/IP protocol. Okay, so many of attackers are using TCP/IP whenever they are attacking any particular network person. Okay, they are mostly use TCP/IP protocols. Okay, so here is one word, denial of service attack. So have you ever heard about this attack?
sir, DDoS, ADOS.
Yes. So what do you mean by denial of service attack? Can you elaborate?
Yes, sir. Where a certain hacker or anyone who just doesn't want something to run, they need IP and they need bots, or I don't know what the word is current.
Yes. It create bot actors. Okay. Or create, or you can say bot users, fake users. Okay.
Botnet કહેવાય.
Yes, so here attacker is creating some bot users which create traffic in your particular website or your network. Or your network will either stuck or terminated whenever
Freeze or
whenever you
crash.
are under the attack of denial of service. Okay, yes, you are partially correct. Yes, so here is the disadvantages of our TCP/IP model. Okay, so is
Sir,
there any doubt? Yes, yes.
is a sync attack like a DOS attack? Like a DDoS, I
No, no,
mean.
no, 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 no. It is the synchronization attack. They both are different things.
સર DDoS માં બહુ બધા બોટ્સ હોય તો આમાં એટલે સિંક્રોનાઇઝેશન માં શું ફેર
It it synchronize with your network and stop your network or terminate your network.
Okay, means sir, it will pause or jam traffic in our
Stuck.
network.
Yeah, stuck your
Okay.
network. આપણે કહીએ ને કે
Okay,
હેંગ
sir.
થઈ ગયું છે, ઇન્ટરનેટ નથી ચાલતું. So I hope everyone is cleared difference between OSI model, TCP/IP model, advantages, disadvantages of TCP/IP model. Okay. Yes, so our next protocol is HTTP. Okay. So HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, can anyone tell me HTTP protocols is belongs to which layer?
સર મે આઈ
Yes,
એપ્લિકેશન
application layer.
correct, correct. Okay, so HTTP is an application level protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. In short, if you wish to transfer your information over the network, you have to work with HTTP. Okay, this is the foundation for the data communication for World Wide Web. Okay, that is our internet since 1990. The HTTP is generic and stateless protocol. We have already discussed about this stateless, okay, which can be used for other purpose as well using existence of the request method, error code, and header. Then headers we will discuss in our in next chapters. Okay, so you don't have to worry about what you mean by headers. So you have to keep in mind that the HTTP is used for requesting method, error code, or you can say transferring your information over the network. Basically, HTTP is a TCP/IP based communication protocol that is used to deliver data. Okay, data means HTML file, image file, query result, etc. on the World Wide Web, or you can say www. The default port is TCP/80, but other port can be used as well. It provides standardized way to computer to communicate with each other with the help of TCP/80. So HTTP specification specifies how client request a data will be constructed and sent to the server and how the server responds to this particular request. So here is our client. Suppose A is our client and B is our server. Then if client send the request with the help of HTTP, okay, then that request is sent it to our server. That server will respond to our client with the help of HTTP. So in short, HTTP is communication protocol, okay, which is used to deliver a data. What type of data? HTML file, image file, okay. Yeah, so is there any doubt? Yes, so here is the one word. HTTP is a connectionless. So what do you mean by connectionless? The HTTP client, that is our browser. Okay, so HTTP client, that is a browser, initiate HTTP request, and after request is made, the client wait for the response. Okay, suppose if you wish to accessing Facebook, so generally what will you do? You simply write it down, your mail ID, then password, and send the button, okay, and then simply click the button. And what will you do? You just wait for the response, okay. The server process the request and send the response back, after which client disconnect the connection. Okay, so client and server knows about each other during current request and response only. Suppose you are entering your authentic data, okay, authentic data into your particular mail ID or password. The server will respond that particular data and access it to you to the particular website. Further, requests are made on new connection, like client and server are new to each other. Second point is our HTTP is, yes.
તો આમાં એટલે કુકીલેસ કનેક્શન ની વાત થાય છે ને?
No, there is no cookie there. I'm just simply talking about the request response. Suppose you are sending any request to particular website. What will website do? It simply responds to you whatever you are typing. Suppose you are writing wrong data, it will redirect you to the some error page. Or if you are writing some correct data, then it will redirect you to the home page. So here HTTP is a connectionless. That means you don't have to connect to the server via any wire. Okay. What you have to do is simply you have to just send to your request and wait for your response. This is the connectionless. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one is our HTTP is a media independent. It means any type of data can be sent by HTTP as long as both the client and server knows how to handle the data content. That means તમારા સર્વર અથવા તો ક્લાયન્ટ જે છે આ બે લોકોને ખબર હોવી જોઈએ, અથવા તો આ બે લોકો વચ્ચે કનેક્શન છે એ હોવા જોઈએ તમારા ડેટાને ટ્રાન્સફર કરવા માટે. Okay, so it is required for the client as well as the server to specify the content type using appropriate MIME type. So okay, so anyone know about the MIME type? What do you mean by MIME type? Have you heard about this type?
No, sir.
Any guesses? MIME means multi-purpose internet mail extension. So તમારા માટે આ વસ્તુ જે છે મીન્સ તમે જે બી ફાઇલ ટ્રાન્સફર કરો છો બરોબર, જે બી ડેટા ટ્રાન્સફર કરો છો તમને કમ્પલસરી MIME ટાઈપ જે છે એ ખબર પડતી હોવી જોઈએ. That means if you are sending any suppose image file, then you should know that particular mail extension is .jpg, .png. Okay, if you are sending any text file, then your MIME type is .text, .docs, .pdf. Okay, so our second point is HTTP is media independent. Okay, so our HTTP protocol is not depending upon any particular media file, or you can say media type. Okay, and last one is our HTTP is stateless. Okay, as mentioned above, we have already also discussed about the stateless. HTTP is a connectionless and it is direct result of HTTP being a stateless protocol. That means it will directly redirect you, or it will directly show you the result. Whatever you are requesting for, it will directly redirect you or show you the particular your result. Why? Because it is a stateless protocol. I'll give you one example. Suppose you are login to your Gmail account. Okay, so there are no any particular timer, or we can say time limit. Suppose તમે એક જીમેલ અકાઉન્ટ લોગિન કરો છો બરોબર, તમે મેલ આઈડી લખ્યા, પાસવર્ડ લખ્યો. હવે સપોઝ તમે લોકો એન્ટર નથી કરતા, ક્લિક નથી કરતા બટનને, તો અહીંયા એક ટાઈમ લિમિટ જે છે એ આવતી નથી. Why? Because HTTP is a stateless protocol. Here we are not considering any time limit. Okay, so the server and the clients are aware of each others only during the current request. તમે already Gmail ના પેજ ઉપર પહોંચી ગયા છો, you are already on Gmail page. Okay, so here client and servers are aware of each others. Server અને client ઈ બેને ખબર છે કે ભાઈ ઈ particular ક્યાં છે. So here afterwards both of them forgot about each others. Due to this nature of protocol, neither the client nor the browser can retain information between different requests across the web page. So અહીંયા possible છે કે ભાઈ suppose એક PC જે છે એના ઉપરથી અલગ અલગ યુઝર જે છે એ લોગિન કરી શકશે. So અહીંયા એવું નથી કે એક યુઝર માટે પર્ટિક્યુલર 1 hours છે, બે યુઝર માટે 2 hours છે, બરોબર? એવું અહીંયા થશે નહીં. So that's why HTTP is a stateless protocol. ચલો આમાં કઈ ડાઉટ? Any doubt? Okay, so here is the thing how HTTP protocol will work. This is our web client. Okay, then it will redirect you to the server side scripting. That particular server will identify the client with the help of database, and then after the identifying or authentication process, it will redirect you to the particular web page. Okay, so this is the process of our HTTP protocol. Yes, they have also mentioned these things. Okay, so the HTTP protocol is request response protocol based on client server based architecture, where web browsers, robots and search engines etc act like a HTTP client. Suppose if I'm asking you, give any example of HTTP clients. Okay, so you have to answer me that web browsers, robots and search engines are the example of HTTP clients. and the web servers are act as an server. So if I'm asking you, give example of server. So you have to answer me that the web server is the example of the server in terms of HTTP protocol. So here again, they've mentioned client and server in terms of HTTP. The HTTP clients send a request to the server in the form of request method or URI. Sorry, here is the correction. It is a URL. Okay, not URI. So here client send the request of the in terms of any method, URL and protocol version. You already know about the different type of protocol version, okay? IPv4, IPv6, followed by MIME like message containing request modifier, client information and possible body contained over TCP IP connection. So here client simply send the request to the server with the help of different method, URL or protocol version. Then it comes server. The HTTP server responds with a status line including the message protocol version and successor or error code, followed by a MIME like message containing server information, entirely meta information and possible entire body content. So let me give you just one simple example. Client is sending a request to the server. That means you are writing down your Gmail account and then password. Okay. Then it comes server. Server will respond with a status line which include your protocol version, okay, and successor, or if you are typing any wrong information, then it will redirect you the error code. So this is how our client server are work in HTTP protocol. Yes, so is there any doubt in HTTP protocol? What do you mean by HTTP protocol? How it works? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so our next protocol is FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. FTP is standard internet protocol provided by TCP/IP used for transmitting the file from one host to another, or you can say transmitting the file from one computer to another computer. It is mainly used for transmitting the web page file from their creator to the computer that act as an server for other computer on the internet. So suppose તમારે કોઈ ફાઇલ જે છે એને ટ્રાન્સફર કરવી છે, બરોબર? At that time FTP is come to our picture. It is also used for downloading the file to computer from other server. So whenever you are downloading any particular song, movies, okay, or any other media file, that file will take help from FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Okay, so what are the objective of FTP? It provides the sharing of files. It is used to encourage the use of remote computer. Remote computers, uh, you are far from your home. Okay, still you can download your files. Okay, it is transfer the data more reliably and efficiently. So these are the objective of FTP.
Sir,
Yes.
FTP is an example like AnyDesk or TeamViewer are the example
No,
of
no, no, no,
FTP.
dear, no, dear. I'm asking. I'm talking about simple file sharing.
Okay, sir.
You can consider Gmail also.
Okay.
So if you
Means
are
that
transferring,
Wi-Fi sharing or Bluetooth sharing. That's sir.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about over the network, over the internet.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
मतलब sir, to one server to other
Yes,
server,
yes,
one server
yes,
to other computer.
yes,
Okay, sir.
yes, yes, yes. So why we are using FTP? Okay, there is a question mark. Although transferring a file from one system to another system is very simple and straightforward, but sometimes it can be causes a problem. For example, two systems may have a different file conversion. Two file system may have different way to represent the text and data. Let me give you just one example. Suppose I'm transferring one file to all the students. Okay, but currently I'm using Office 2016. So it is not mandatory to students that they also have the same same Office. Okay, like some of the students are using 2010. So there are some difficulty or causes the problem where students are using different file structure or different software. That's why we are using FTP. Okay, FTP protocols overcome these problems by establishing two connections between the host. One connection is used for data transferring and another connection is used for control the connection. That's why we are using FTP. So here's one picture. Okay, this is our client and this is our server. We have already discussed this our client server architecture. Okay. Yes, so there are two type of connection in FTP. First one is our control connection and second one is our data connection. Now, what do you mean by control connection? The control connection use very simple rule for communication. Through control connection, we can transfer a line of command or line of responses at a time. The control connection is made between the control processes. The control connection remaining connected during the entire interactive FTP session. So જ્યાં સુધી તમે ઈ particular session ની અંદર available હશો, that particular session, during that particular session, you are able to communicate or you are able to transfer number of commands or number of response at the same time with the help of control connection. Okay. Second one is our data connection. The data connection use very complex rule as data type may vary. The data connection is made between the transfer process. The data connection open when command comes from the transferring the file and close when the file is transferred. So here data connection, suppose I'm sending you one message, okay, or I'm sending you one file. At that time, the data connection will open. And suppose I'm transferred the file, at the same time, your data connection will automatically will close. But if we compare to control connection, you can able to transfer number of commands, number of response at a same time. So here is the small difference between that control connection and data connection. I hope you are getting that difference. Should I move to the next line?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here is the thing, FTP client. I think, yes. So what do you mean by FTP client? The FTP client is the program that implements a file transfer protocol which allows you to transfer file between the two hosts on the internet, or you can say you can transfer your file between two computers on a internet. It allows the user to connect to remote host and upload or download the file. It has a set of command that we can use to connect to the host, transfer the file between you and your host, and close the connection. So here FTP clients are able to connect or create the connection, transferring the file, and close the connection. The FTP programs is also available as the built-in computer in a web browser. Okay, so there are number of browsers which include FTP programs. This GUI based FTP clients makes the file transfer very easy and also does not require to remember FTP command. So there are number of softwares are available in your browser where you don't have to remember your FTP commands, or you don't have to enter the commands for transferring the file. You can simply send the button, transfer your data to that particular host or computer with the help of FTP clients. So what are the advantages of FTP? First advantage is speed. Okay, one of the biggest advantage of FTP is speed. The FTP is one of the fastest way to transfer the files from one computer to another computer. Second advantage is efficient. It is more efficient as we do not need to complete all the operation to get the entire file. Okay, so if you wish to download any particular file, you don't need to complete all the operation, or you don't have to write it down your FTP command. Simply you have to just click on the download or uploading the button. Third one is our security. To access the FTP server, we need to log in with the username and password. Therefore, we can say that FTP is more secure. Okay, so if you wish to transfer your data, suppose if I wish to transfer some file via Gmail, so first of all I have to enter my username and password, and then I'm logging to my Gmail, and then I able to transfer you to that particular file. Okay, so third one is our security, and last one is our back and forth movement. FTP allow us to transfer the files back and forth. Suppose you are a manager of the company, you send some information to all the employees, and they all send information back on the same server. So આ એના જેવું થશે કે સપોઝ હું અહીંથી તમને એક ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન આપું છું, સપોઝ આપણે કેનવાસમાં એક અસાઇનમેન્ટ આપ્યું અને તમે લોકો એ અસાઇનમેન્ટ સબમિટ કરી દીધું, તો એ એક સાથે બધા અસાઇનમેન્ટ ક્યાં આવી જશે? મારી પાસે. ઓકે, so you can consider as an back and forth movement. Okay, so there are also disadvantages are available in FTP. The first one is the standard requirement of industries is that all the FTP transmission should be encrypted. I have already told you about the encryption and decryption process. Okay. However, not all the FTP provide are equal and not all provide offered encryption. So in FTP, there are some of the providers are not give you the encryption process. Okay, so there are some chances to lack of security. So we will have to look out for the FTP providers that provide encryption. Okay, not all providers are give you the security. So you have to look out for the FTP providers. Yeah, second point is FTP servers two operations, that is to send and receive large files on a network. However, the size limit of the file is 2 GB that can be sent. It also doesn't allow you to run simultaneously transfers to multiple receiver. That means there are some limitation. Okay, you are okay. Hold on. Yes, so FTP serve two operation. Okay, first one is there are some limitation where you are able to transfer only 2 GB data using the FTP, and second one is you are not allowed to run simultaneously transferred to multiple receiver, or you're not able. Okay, that means once you are transferring any data, you are not allowed to receive any data at the same time. Okay, in FTP. And the third one is passwords and files contains are sent in clear text that allows unwanted eavesdropping. That means anyone can see your password or anyone can see your content with the help of FTP. So it is quite possible that attackers can carry out the brute force attack by trying to guessing the FTP password. Okay, so here is the word brute force attack. So anyone know about this attack? How
Yes,
brute force
sir.
attack work? Okay. Yes.
Sir, there are multiple software that are ઈ છે ને જે હેકર કે ગમે તે હોય ને ઈ મલ્ટિપલ સોફ્ટવેર રન કરે અને ઈ સોફ્ટવેર છે ને ખાલી પાસવર્ડ ગેસ કરવા માટે જ હોય.
Correct. The answer is sacho che, but here brute force attack means I'm guessing your password. Okay, I'm guessing your FTP password. Suppose your birth date is 2010-2000. So I'm guessing that your password might be 2010. So this type of attack is known as a brute force attack. Okay. And last one is it is not compatible with every system. FTP is not compatible with each and every system. Suppose if you are using Windows and your friend is using iOS and your another friend is using Linux, that doesn't mean FTP work fluently. Okay, so it is not compatible with every system. Yes, so till here, any doubt?
Oh, sir.
FTP, HTTP, anyone? Okay, so please write it down your attendance in a chat box. Then we will start our quiz.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, I am not able to send you in the chat inbox.
Why? What happened?
It is showing that you are not in the meeting.
Okay, let me just. Okay, now is there any option available? See.
Sir. Chirag sir,
Yes.
I sent you my attendance direct to you in the chat box, sir. Not in
Yeah.
everyone,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No issue.
સર હવે એવરીવન માં મૂક્યું તો હાલશે ને?
Yes. Yes. ચાલશે. ઓકે આ ભાઈને બતાવતા નહોતા ચેટ બોક્સ.
ઈ સર મને નતું મને વાંધો આવતો તો ચેટ બોક્સ માં.
Now is it solved?
હા સર અમે એવરીવન માં મોકલી દીધું.
Because I think attendance જે છે બધાની આવી ગઈ છે બરોબર. ઓકે મારે છે ને થોડુંક કામ આવ્યું છે તો આપણો લેક્ચર જે છે બરોબર આઈ થિંક આપણે ચેપ્ટર જે છે એ ફિનિશ કરી દીધું છે. હવે આપણા અમુક ક્વેશ્ચન જે છે એ આપણે આપણા નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરની અંદર કન્ટિન્યુ કરશું. હેલો.
યસ
Okay,
સર.
sir. Yes, okay, sir.
ઓકે
Sir,
સો વી વિલ કન્ટિન્યુ. યસ.
sir, આ અસાઇનમેન્ટ રાઈટ સુધીમાં મોકલી દઈ તો હાલશે ને?
હા હા ચાલશે ચાલશે. હું છે ને ઓપન કરી દઉં છું અને એક મેસેજ તમને કરી દઉં છું ગ્રુપમાં.
સર ઈ કેનવાસમાં તો બતાવે છે સબમિટ તમે કરી શકો છો એમ.
અત્યારે બતાવે છે તમને?
હા સર, સબમિશન અને રિપબ્લિક એવું બતાવે.
ઓકે તો વાંધો નહીં તમે સબમિટ કરી દેજો હું જોઈ લઈશ એમાંથી બરાબર.
ઓકે સર.
And our next lecture we will see this question answer. Okay.
ઓકે
So એક રિક્વેસ્ટ છે તમને કે આપણે અત્યાર સુધીનું જે બી કર્યું બરાબર પ્લીઝ થોડુંક રીડ કરીને આવજો. લિંક જે છે તમને લેક્ચરની તમને કેનવાસ
Sir,
you will find
and
this in your canvas page. Yes.
and sir, will you send this PDF or PPTX file in the Canvas or upload it in the portal, sir?
Whenever we are completing the whole chapter, okay, complete this whole thing, that quiz and question answer, then and then I will send this PPT over the canvas. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure. sir.
તો અમે લેક્ચર પાછા જોઈ લઈએ ને.
Yes.
જોવા જ પડશે ને.
સર
Yes. Yes.
સર કઈ ક્વેશ્ચન હોય તો સર તમને વોટ્સએપમાં મેસેજ કરીને સર.
Yes, of course.
ઓકે
You are
સર.
free to text me, call me. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, ચલો. Thank
સર
you.
કેનવાસમાં હજુ લોક આવે છે.
હા હું જોઈ લઉં છું. આજ રાત સુધીમાં તમને એક્સટેન્ડ કરી દઈશ જે લોકોને લોક આવે છે ને એ લોકો માટે બરોબર.
Okay, sir.
સર
યસ.
સર એમાં એમ લખ્યું છે કે માર્ક કપાઈ જશે. સર માર્ક નહીં કપાય ને સર?
એક્સટેન્ડ કરી દઈશ તમારી ડ્યુ ડેટ જે છે. ઓકે આઈ વિલ એક્સટેન્ડ યોર ડ્યુ ડેટ.
ઓકે સર.
Okay, sir.
થેન્ક યુ સર. હેવ અ નાઇસ ડે.
Have a nice day, sir.